This is Mahesh Kadaravan, your spreadsheet coach, welcoming you yet another Friday Power Hour. Some amazing sessions going on. It's been an amazing weekend, and I'm sure you all are enjoying the weekend. This is a part of the series where every week on Friday at 6 p.m. I come live on YouTube and I share a lot of insights about Google Sheets. Okay, and if you are an Excel user, you can always watch on the Facebook Live at 9 o'clock on Monday, where I come on Monday Mastery Monday Live, where I focus on that. Okay, so let's get started. Today is a very interesting topic. Again, focusing on one thing which I was talking about is about sequence. But before that, let me share with you a story about a roller coaster. And I'm sure you all must have enjoyed a roller coaster. If you're not, then please do walk into an amusement park and have that. Okay. Now imagine you walk into an amusement park, you see a brand new roller coaster being built. And here's the crazy part: no one is building manually. Okay. Now imagine the roller coaster is building itself, one car at a time, in perfect order. Okay, now how it is done? Have you imagined that all the car sizes of that roller coaster is same? The sitting arrangement, the holding arrangement, the everything, the makeup and everything, right? So how did it does happen? So let's understand from the different perspectives. So the first car, okay, you watch in amazement as the first car suddenly appears on the track. Okay, now imagine it starts at position 1. It could have started anywhere from position 10, 50, or even 100, but it's actually the rider just said that let's start from 10 to 10. Boom, the first car starts at position 10 and 1. This is like the start choosing the starting number in sequence. The second thing, the rider extends automatically the number of rows. So as you stand there, the roller coaster ride begin extending itself automatically. So car 2 will be appearing 3, 4, 5, and then you before know it, a long train of cars is lined up ready to go. You didn't have to build it by piece. It just knew how many cars were needed and built itself instantly. This is like the setting of number of the rows in sequence. Just tell it how long you want it and how it will fill the number. Right. Now the third step is the second track appears. Okay, the column features. If you remember what is the column features in sequence, if not, I will tell you. Just when you think the ride is done, something even more exciting happens. A second lane beside the first lane, then the third and the fourth. Now the roller coaster is forming like a grid. So most of the dams you have only two grids. Okay, so one lane and a second lane. One is coming back and another is going back. That's all. But yes, sometimes there will be two or three races. I have never seen two or three. Might be in the foreign countries. I think so, but I don't have idea. But yes, so it's not longer straight track. It's actually multiplying the rows and columns, making it look like a real adventure ride. So this is how the sequence work. When you add your columns, it builds the number both vertically and horizontally at the same time. But the last, the speed of the ride, that is your step value. So the roller coaster is fully built, but one question remains: how fast it will go. Now the rider operator will decide if the ride should move slowly. Each car will follow the other at a 1 second interval, like step one, step two, step three. Now if they want faster, the cars arrives at every 5 second interval. And if the ride is in reverse mode, the car would come back from 100 to 95. So the step value in sequence controls how fast the number increases or decreases. The final moment, the ride is ready to go, but uh, everything is perfect in place. The cars are arranged, the tracks are aligned, the ride speed is set. Just like that, with one command, the ride is ready to launch. Now, why there is the story I am relating with sequence is because there's one and only one thing which you need to understand is that sequence is like that only. It's like a roller coaster ride. A bogie by bogie, you can already imagine a train also. A bogie by bogie is connected. The main engine is taking them to train. Same way the sequence is generated in this particular aspect as well. Okay, so let's jump into the practical aspect of this, and I also stay till then because I'll be giving you a cheat sheet in this so that you will able to get it. Okay, so okay. Okay, great. So if you see, let me just so here if you see there are numbers that now if you want to put a sequence in Google Sheet or a spreadsheet, okay, in Excel, there's very important thing. Normally what we do, we put 1, then 2, then 3, press enter, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So this is okay for certain number of cells, okay, or certain number of set of values. But what if you want to make it more dynamic, or you want till the end, what you can do, you can just put 1 and 2, go with the mouse cursor, and once you see the mouse cursor has changed into plus sign, you can double click or just drag and drop. It will automatically come. This is one of the part of the way of using the sequence numbers of this thing. Now I am putting a formula, okay, so which is called as a sequence, bracket open. I would say row 10, columns also 3 and 1 comma 2. Okay, let's see what happens. 1 2 4, it comes like this, and it comes to a 3. Now for example, if you don't want this way, so I don't want start and don't want so let's understand this. See, okay, I will just is equal to sequence, bracket open, 10 comma 3, and then let's understand. See, again it is coming this way. Now there's another option. If I don't want columns, let's understand this, what happens. So if you want a single row, you can put the sequence 10 and it done. If you want, say for example, 5, 4, I can put. So this way also you can do, this way also you can do, whichever easy. But what is important in sequence is that they are given more additional features. So if you see the first one, which I put here, if you see the column, so here 4 things are there. So if you remember the roller coaster ride, which I shared the story about adding the engine, adding the cars one by one, this is where exactly the columns and rows come. So 10 rows means 10 rows of data will be there. Column means 1 2 3, 3 columns of data will be there when it will get added. Okay, that is more important. But let me give you another idea. What happens if you put 1 and start? That means it will start from 1. So for example, if I put 5, see, the first number will start with 5, but it is actually getting incremented by 1. Like if you remember, the ride operator will decide which car will go first and everything, right? But if I want this thing to be 5, so plus 5, so you see, imagine all the numbers have been come into the multiples of 5, additions of 5. This is how the sequence work, and this is very good whenever you want to build a grid of numbers where you need to see and everything. That's more important. Okay, now I will talk about another function which is called the rows, which is also similar like your sequence only. But what happens in rows, so if for example in one of the column, like for example in A column you have numbers 1 to 10, the second column is good, but if you put a row, it will automatically take the reference of A1, and what will happen, I will tell you. See, sorry, okay, and then you can double click. See, this way also it can do. But for example, if you don't have that column only, what is the need of that? Then what you can do, you can just put the row, say this way. No need to put anything, just put the bracket and you can go ahead this way also. Okay, but if you don't want row, if you say for example you want 10 rows, tell cell reference, it will not come because here you need cell reference. But if you see column, let's see column, what happens in column. See, is getting for the 5. So this is how the rows and sequence and this formula will work. So very important thing is that whenever we decide on these things, sequence will help you a lot in managing a lot of stuff. Now you will feel that why sequence is not helping us a lot, but actually if you see, it is helping a lot because it is useful for automating some numbering task or avoiding the manual input and enhancing the spreadsheet efficiency. That's more important. And if you imagine the real life examples, if I share you about FMG, so the fast moving consumer goods company industries. So where you have a product expiry date tracking. So imagine a supermarket need to track the expiry dates for newly stocked products. So what will be there? You can put the formula and do that, but here the sequence can be more added to other examples, and then you will get whatever is the things. Another thing is that we can say about inventory management, where you have a stock code assignment. So warehouse assigns the stock codes for new shipments. Now this is happening in Amazon, Flipkart kind of big warehouses. So what they do, they will put that particular code whatever they want, and they will create that sequence automatically. It will get, because that will be unique. If you see, all the numbers were unique. Nothing was if you see, nothing was this thing, right? And then manufacturing, if you see, manufacturing industry, if you see, a factory schedules a maintenance every 15 days for this particular machines. So what will happen again, the formula same thing, you will have to put the sequence and output will be coming. So this is how the these things are happening. And if you want to say, for example, I will share with you one of the thing wherein you can create one important thing which will amazing for you to happen. Okay, I will just show to you. So till then, who are enjoying, just type enjoy in chat box. I will let us know that you are enjoying. Okay, great. So thank you. So see how it is coming. Equal to sequence. What I did here, see, I put the row number. So 7 rows I want the data. Column I want only one. In start, what I did, I put the today's date. So from today, it will take 1 day ahead. Step 1. So it will increase 1, and it will give me 7 days ka data. See, this is how the 7 days of data. Now if you want only 1 week, so what we can do, so this is how the sequence will work in a dynamic data as well. So it is a very bonus trick which I told with you. And another thing, if you want number items with skipping intervals, like you don't want you don't want in random in equal numbers. Let's see what happens in alternate numbers. What happens? Let's see. I will just tell you. This is how. If you see from the 5th row, okay, 5 rows I wanted, column will be 1. I started with 100 and then I started with 10. So what it is showing, number item is skipping intervals. So 110, 120, it will be doing that. Okay, this is how the things will be working. So this is how the sequence is working. Okay, now there's a very important update. So this is done. The session is done. This is like 15-20 minutes only session I wanted to share with you. Now, there's a very important update. We have Spreadsheet Rumble Challenge starting on 4th of April. Please note, 4th of April at 7 p.m., wherein I will be doing an amazing challenge of combination of Google Sheets and Excel formulas. It will be like bombarding with, but every 2 minutes you will get that thing. And every 2 minutes, if one performs the task, they will be staying ahead and they will be going ahead. Okay, but the rest of the people, they will be moving. We will be moving into a Zoom meeting room. Okay, you all will be in the Zoom meeting room. The best part is that there are only 30 participants. Okay, so make it more enthusiastic and more competitive kind of thing. Okay, and those members who are not able to do it, no worries, they will be there in the meeting room, but they will be not in that competitive room. Okay, and the last person who is standing, he will be up to the Spreadsheet Mania. This is a very amazing event, which will the greatest event of all times. In that, I will be doing that. But also that particular person will be getting a one-to-one consultation with me, and I have a lot of other bonus gifts as well as surprise gifts with them. Okay, so this is the gifts which will happen. Now, why do you want to join, and what are the benefits? The benefits is that first thing, you're getting a flavor of Excel and Google Sheets at both at the same time. First thing. Second thing, you are able to level up your skills. You can test your skills. So if you are a professional who knows sequencing, and if I put sequencing with a particular problem, will you be able to do it in just 2 minutes? That's more important, because I always say the pillars of spreadsheet is time and efficiency. The more you save the time, the more efficient will be there. So this particular event will be challenge will be helping you to make that particular better. Okay, so these are the things which I will be thinking of doing that, and the rest of the things will be explained in there. So if you want to join, you can join in the Facebook group. I will put that link, and you can always join. And the cheat sheet will be there in the link. You just click on that and you will get it. Okay, so this is all for all the today, and I hope you will enjoy a lot on these things. And I will see you on the next challenge. And the challenge is free for you. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, and have a great day.